Imagine you've been invited to interview for your dream job at a well-known international company. This is the opportunity you've been waiting for, working on an exciting project with cutting-edge technology, collaborating with brilliant and creative people from all around the world, and of course, excellent compensation and benefits. There is just one small challenge. The interview will be conducted in English. You know your technical skills and experience are great, but when it comes to speaking English, you get a bit nervous. You're worried about expressing yourself and impressing the interviewer. You know you need to give precise, fluent, and coherent answers to succeed in this competitive situation. And then you have a realization. How different are job interview questions from IELTS speaking questions? Both essentially ask general questions about your personality, opinions, and experiences. Both focus on communication and your ability to convey your message. So why not use the same strategy for both? If you are in this situation, I think the best approach is to look at sample answers from recent real IELTS questions. These sample questions are collected from over 1,000 successful applicants, and we've prepared the best possible answers for each one. We'll explain the key points to focus on for each example. This way, you're killing two birds with one stone, preparing for both IELTS and job interview. Especially since seeing and imitating good examples is one of the best learning opportunities. Let's continue with the sample questions and answers, focusing on how to excel in both IELTS speaking and job interview. Task 1. IELTS speaking task 1 and job interviews share many similarities. Both may ask about your background, education, and work experience. You might be asked about your interests, hobbies, and priorities. You're expected to give opinions on specific topics and support them with reasons and examples. Both rely on effective English communication. In both situations, you need to think quickly and find appropriate answers to unexpected questions. Do you enjoy dining out at restaurants?
Yes, I do enjoy dining out at restaurants because it is a nice change from home-cooked meals, and I get to try dishes that I usually wouldn't cook at home. Dining out also gives me a chance to spend time with friends and family in a relaxed setting, which I find really enjoyable.
Notice the use of do before main verb and advanced expressions like dining out, get to try, and find enjoyable. The use of would for hypothetical situations and using gerund at the beginning of sentences instead of subject shows a more sophisticated level of grammar. What are some factors that you consider when choosing a restaurant to dine at?
Well, when I choose a restaurant, I usually consider the type of food they serve, the price range, and the atmosphere. I also look at reviews to see if others had a positive experience. Cleanliness and service are other important factors for me because they really affect my overall dining experience.
Listing criteria helps make the answer relevant and coherent. The proper use of when and if for conditions and complex sentences and structures all contribute to achieving a higher score. Can you describe a memorable dining experience you've had at a restaurant?
Yes, I once had a very memorable dining experience at a seaside restaurant. The food was delicious, especially the seafood pasta, and the view of the sunset over the ocean was unforgettable. The staff was very friendly and attentive, which made the experience even more enjoyable.
Using appropriate English adjectives that convey the right meaning shows mastery of vocabulary. Maintaining consistent use of past tense throughout the narrative demonstrates a good understanding of tenses in grammar. In your opinion, what makes a restaurant stand out?
In my opinion, a restaurant stands out if it offers unique and high-quality dishes that are hard to find elsewhere. Excellent service and a comfortable, inviting atmosphere also make a big difference. When a restaurant combines all these factors, it really becomes memorable and worth revisiting.
Using varied adjectives and different phrases to express meaning is notable. When and if help create complex and conditional sentences which automatically count as a positive point in speaking. Do you prefer to have a lot of friends or a small group of friends?
I prefer to have a small group of close friends. For me, it is more important to have a few strong and meaningful relationships rather than many acquaintances. With close friends, I feel more comfortable sharing personal things and supporting each other.
The proper use of rather than for comparison is crucial in giving convincing answers to questions. What do you usually do with your friends?
When I'm with my friends, we usually like to do simple things like having coffee, watching movies, or just hanging out and talking. Sometimes we go out for a meal or plan a day trip if we have more time. It is always fun, no matter what we do, because we enjoy each other's company.
Proper use of simple present and frequency adverbs for expressing regular activities. Plus, fixed expressions like no matter what that clearly conveys meaning always demonstrate your language proficiency. Do you have a best friend?
Yes, I do have a best friend. We have known each other for many years and we share a lot of memories and experiences. I trust them completely and they are the first person I go to when I need advice or support. Having a best friend like that is really comforting.
Using do before the main verb for emphasis and using present perfect with for to show ongoing effects from past actions stand out. Adjectives like comforting are used appropriately. How do friends in your country stay in touch?
In my country, most people stay in touch with their friends through social media and messaging apps. Platforms like WhatsApp or Instagram are popular because they make it easy to chat, share photos, and stay updated. Of course, people still meet up in person, but online communication has become very common.
Giving relevant and precise answers without digressing or long introductions is crucial in both interviews and IELTS speaking. Clarity is always counted as a positive trait since it is crucial in conveying meaning and establishing communication. Are you a student or are you working now?
I'm currently a student, studying English and preparing for the IELTS exam. My main goal is to improve my language skills and achieve a high score, which will help me in my academic and career plans.
Using present continuous when talking about current activities is very appropriate. Adding a brief explanation to questions with potentially short answers helps show confidence in both IELTS and job interviews. What do you like about your job or school at the moment?
At the moment, I enjoy how my studies allow me to explore new subjects and ideas. I also like that I get to meet people from different backgrounds, which helps me see things from new perspectives. It's a valuable experience for my personal growth.
Using structures like get to do something adds variety to sentence construction and make your speech less repetitive. Relative clauses help connect multiple topics coherently. What job would you like to do in future?
In the future, I would like to work in a field related to language education, teaching or developing language courses, especially using technology. It really interests me because I think it is exciting to help others learn a new language in innovative ways.
While there are several structures for expressing future intentions, using would like to show future desire is very appropriate here. adding parentheses throughout an information mid-speech using especially shows a full mastery of English speaking. Have you ever attended a university or college?
Yes, I have attended university. I'm currently studying English and preparing for future academic opportunities. Going to university has given me a structured way to improve my skills and gain more knowledge.
Using these different tenses to answer one question because different aspects are being discussed greatly helps convey meaning. What were the main factors that influenced your decision?
The main factors that influenced my decision to attend university were the desire to advance my career and the opportunity to learn in a professional environment. I also knew that having a degree would open more doors for me in terms of job prospects.
Academic words like job prospect and attend university instead of going to the university and advance my career shows your vocabulary strength in speaking. Will you study more in future?
Yes, I plan to continue my studies in the future. I believe that learning is a lifelong process, and I'm always interested in gaining new skills or knowledge that can help me in my career and personal life.
Using I plan to as a less common way to express future plans show you have a strong enough vocabulary to express your meaning in different ways in English. What opportunities does university education provide?
A university education provides unique opportunities to develop critical thinking and problem-solving skills. It also allows students to connect with professionals in their field and gain hands-on experience through internships or projects. These experiences are valuable and can greatly impact one's career.
Hands-on experience, greatly impact, and gain experience are collocations that native speakers use regularly. Using correct collocations in the right place is always helpful. Notice how all these examples, the sentence structure is simple yet natural. You probably haven't seen many new words in these responses. Success in job interviews or IELTS speaking section isn't about using complicated grammar and vocabulary, but rather about using the right words and structures naturally to convey your meaning. So what's the solution? See as many examples as you can and study sample responses from native speakers in different situations. In this IELTS speaking playlist, that's exactly what we do. We constantly prepare correct and natural sample responses for you to imitate and learn from. I think the most important thing you should do is subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the rest of the videos in this playlist. Our speaking playlist has covered almost everything you need to prepare for IELTS. Make sure you check them out. See you in the next one.